Hello everybody, and welcome to my part 2 of the AFK fruit grind. At the end of today's video, I will be rolling off the permanent Buddha. So, without any further ado, let's get on into it. Alrighty, the first fruit of this video will actually be the venom fruit, and we'll be going to my favorite farming spot to do said fruit. You're going to want to get yourself about right on the little lip here, and then you're going to want to, it was brought to my attention that I didn't properly show how to use TinyTask, so I will be doing that in this demonstration. So I'll pull it up here. You're going to want to, oh, fruit spawn, we'll have to see what that is. We're going to want to pull up the preference and click continuous playback, make sure that's turned on. You're then going to want a recording hotkey and a playback hotkey. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to press F8 whenever he's here, have your mouse where it needs to be, and do the ability spam. Don't do poison daggers, because poison daggers shakes your camera rapidly, and the more your camera shakes, the more it messes with the angle and could potentially ruin the farm. Now that he's dead, we're going to wait until we hit about the 50-55 second mark for him to respawn, and then we'll cancel the macro and play it back. I'm wondering what that fruit is. It could be something really good. Alright, now that he's respawned here, cancel the macro. And then what you're going to want to do is whatever you have it set as, mine is set to Control Shift Alt and P. You're going to want to do that. And now it's going to auto do all the abilities like the previous video. But this is a demonstration, so you guys know how to properly use the program. And just like before, it's going to slowly whittle him down and get you free mastery. No struggle, no effort, just an automated macro. Alright, let's go ahead and hop right on into the next fruit, shall we? Alrighty, let's go ahead and move on to the next fruit. And for those of you that is wondering, the fruit notifier was a diamond fruit. Nothing special. If it was, I would have given it away to one of you guys. So this next one is the portal fruit. And it's very tricky. I definitely recommend having some stats in your gun. And I definitely recommend using the Dragon Storm. It will be the most effective. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull up our TinyTask here. We're going to press F8 and start gunning him down. Not a good spot, right here. We just want to get him low enough to be able to execute him with our X ability. Oh. Well then. Yeah, I recommend doing this with the hotkey turned on, so you can actually get a feel for the health threshold a little bit better. So we'll go ahead and do this one more time to give you guys an understanding of how to farm up the portal fruit, which is by far the most annoying fruit in the game to farm up. I absolutely dreaded doing this. I absolutely dreaded getting mastery on this thing to begin with. But I digress. Alright, we're going to go ahead and we'll swap over to the gun. Press F8, record. Gun him down. to that point, and then he'll get executed. Then we're going to want to, just like before, wait until he respawns, cancel the playback, and then start it over again. Don't forget to swap back over to the gun, because it needs to be added into the rotation. Otherwise, you're going to be teleporting everywhere. Alright, he should be respawning any second now. Just like that. Then we're going to Control, Shift, Alt, get it where it needs to be, and press P. Oh. Might help if I get it where it needs to be. Right about there. Now this first one might not do it because it already struck him, but the following ones will do it. It might do it. Oh. And it's going to execute him. Yep, perfect. And as you can see, this is how you would get the portal fruit farmed all the way up. All you need is to get 50 mastery, which to get 50 mastery is relatively simple. You just gotta run around and go ahead and fight a boss using your gun, your fruit, not your fruit, your gun and your fighting style, or your sword and your fighting style. Then once the boss is low enough, you just last hit it with the Portal Z ability. The portal will get shot up to like 90 mastery, 70 mastery, and then bada bing, bada boom, you can do this technique. Simple enough. We'll let this one play out, and then we'll move on to the next fruit. Oh, this one isn't going to do it. It missed a few shots. Which is fine. To fix this, just keep doing portal escape in the downtime. So, I'll show you an example. You should be able to get at least 2 portal escapes off before he respawns, and he restarts the add-on. That's what I meant by the teleporting thing. Anyway, this fruit's very finicky. It's very tricky to actually get a hang of the grinding spot, but once you actually get it going, it's set. I can't stress how annoying this fruit is to farm, and there will be a little montage on it at the end. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and move on to the next fruit. Okay, so the next location is going to be at Haunted Castle, and the next fruit we're going to be showing off is actually going to be the Yeti fruit. To do this, I do recommend having 300 mastery. It's making it the most optimal. We're trying to get to 600 mastery, not trying to get to 300. If you want to go from 1 to 300, then the previous spot in the video is your best bet. Go over there and spam your Arctic Clap on the one guy on the building until he's dead. Get mastery, then slam Arctic Clap with Frostbolter. Mastery. Don't do the Glacial Execution or the Tundra Rush, because those are movement. Just do the first 2, and you can get your mastery up to 300. Then you can come up to this spot, which is amazing. You're going to come all the way down here, and this little tubing right here. You're going to go ahead and jump all the way up into this bad boy, because this right here is an invisible wall. Don't know what the developers were thinking. They didn't fix it or anything. You're going to shift into your Yeti form. And then how this one works is you're going to make a macro where you're spamming left click and Z, but the Z ability is only once to get him to respawn. So as you can see here, he's almost dead. Okay. We're in our location. We're set. We're going to pull up Tiny Task here and show you exactly how to do this. Alright, so you're going to press F8 to start the recording. Hit him with a Z. And then it's just a matter of spamming your left click. You don't want to spam Z more than once, you just want to do it the one time to aggro him, because this fruit does like to knock people away. It's actually not a bad idea to let the NPC walk up to you so you can get more hits out. And then you just stop the record. Oh, I did that too soon. Let's do that again. He spawns in. We start the recording. We hit him with Z. Now let's wait for him to get closer, because our last hit of our M1s actually pushes him away. So he gets closer here. Wait till he's closer. Again, wait till he's closer. One more. Just like that. And now we want to wait. Around the 1 minute mark, he should respawn. It's not as fast as the Venom per se, at the 24-second mark. But it's still fairly effective. You can get an enemy killed every minute, which is mastery gain every minute. There he is. So we're going to stop the recording, and now we're going to play it back. Oh, make sure you're angled correctly. Like that. Then we wait for him to come up. Well, we don't wait. The macro's now waiting for us. And even if he pushes us back, the Yeti's M1s pushes us forward. So, we get pushed right back up into this corner. And just like that, this is how you would AFK farm the Yeti fruit all the way up to max mastery. Which I still need to do, because I do like PvPing with this fruit. This is a very fun fruit. And just like that, I missed. So let's go ahead and cancel the replay. I definitely recommend using cursor and not shift lock, because if you use shift lock, when your character model moves, it can mess up. But when you use cursor, the chances of it messing up is way less likely. And just like that, you now have an automated farm for Yeti. Once he dies here, we'll move on to the next segment of the video. Alrighty, cancel the playback here. Let's go ahead and move on to the montage part. Let's end of the video, but before we can call it a day, it's time that we roll off the fruit. Let's see who's going to be the lucky winner today. And congratulations, Dragon! You will be getting a permanent Buddha fruit. Let's go ahead and get that sent on out. Global Dragon. Congrats on winning. And done deal. Alrighty. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Keep a lookout. Every other Friday I'll be doing a giveaway. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Deuces.